Okay, here we are back in the franchise. Still doing coach mode, talking over this one. And the reason that I'm doing this, um, the, oh, check that out. It didn't save. And that's great. My last two recordings cut out. So Memphis we won. Iowa City I got to play apparently. But I'm trying to get these down to the last couple games. Let's play this game. Yep, coach mode. Gonna play against Iowa City. You can see they're a better team. Quite a bit better. Anyway, so just a little thing. Nobody ever watches these. And that's okay. But I'm not doing this for monetization or whatever. But my main goal here, I'm gonna get through this season with the Bandits, and then I'm going to start a new franchise with a different roster, with a different mod. I call it a mod, but it's really just an in-game recreated roster. Give me a second, let me turn the sounds down. I'm gonna have to talk a little bit about some stuff. Yeah, master, bring you down to about 12. There we go. So anyway, that's what's going on. I'm just trying to. This roster works pretty well. Actually, I do like the way this roster plays. With the other roster, though, I don't know. I like the uniforms a little bit better. That is one thing. I like because the uniforms are all made. They're all made from in-game assets. So it's stuff that you could do yourself in the game if you wanted, or you know, teams you could make. But also, I like the way it plays. This one plays really well. I think the other one, I did a few things with the intelligence ratings that really helped, and I think that's really important. Let me readjust here. Get closer to the mic. So yeah, I just think that it's time for a reboot. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is I'm gonna choose a team from the other roster, sim through the season, and then start the draft in that roster. So I'm gonna finish out this Legend Bowl season, go to College Bowl season, go through, finish out the College Bowl season, and then transplant that draft class in, make a new franchise with the new team that I want, and have it be almost like I got hired by another school or whatever, hired by another team in the pros. And I think that'll be fun for me, maybe not for you. Maybe you really like the Bandits. Maybe they're your favorite thing. And if so, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you got attached. I'm kind of attached too. I really like Delroy Lindo. He's getting old though. I love the team that I've created on defense. It's just that I don't know. I just feel like every time I play with the other roster, watch an exhibition match or whatever, I just enjoy the way it looks, the way it plays, the way it feels. So I've decided to apply that here and see what I can get done. That is the story, and that is what I am sticking to. Anyway, yeah, but this has been a fun season. I don't know what's going on in my recording. It might even shut down on me during this recording, during this match. If so, I don't know what I'll do. Restart? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's cool though. It's been fun doing like 3 seasons is the most I've ever gotten through. So we'll see where this goes. Who knows? I lost to Iowa City when I first played through, but apparently it didn't save. I thought I saved it. I don't know. I must have hit the wrong button. I really thought I saved it, but I lost. I'll just be open and honest. Full disclosure. My first time here, I lost. So I've got to play these guys again. But it didn't record all the way through. I know that the recording cut off. I'm not sure why that is. No. There's so many little things in this game that I wish could be cleaned up. Like, it's little things. That's the thing. This game is so good on so many levels. But a situation like that, I wish the running backs Oh, there we go. See, he just gets sacked all the time now. I don't know if that's a function of his age or if that's my offensive line. I don't know what's going on there, but it's bad. Also, I think that my settings here for kicking, I may need to adjust the sliders. That may be what it is. I may need to adjust the sliders for this game because it just seems like my kicking game, my kicker should be better than he is how it looks. Like some of the kicking and punting is truly terrible from my end. From the computer side, it's not so bad. It's really pretty good. I mean, that was a good punt. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Is just trying to figure out. I think a lot of Legend Bowl players will also like the roster that I'm going to use. I call it New Rush because this is Pass Rush. So I reworked some stuff, completely remade, all new teams, all new rosters, and I based the rosters just like this. The Pass Rush roster was originally done with the idea of ratings clones of past teams. I took the NFL Classic mod that I originally made out of a bunch of classic teams, 32 classic teams from NFL history, and I put that. I just put them into new teams here. I did the same kind of thing with the other mod, with the New Rush mod. And there was a mod that came out, Rare 80, I think was the guy's name. Yeah, I think it's Rare. He did an NFL throwback mod. And so what I did there is I took some of his teams, a few of them, and basically took the ratings, cloned them over to this new roster. Ooh, almost got him there. And then I adjusted the ratings that he had done to a system that I have developed for myself, and that is basically Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers are always going to be 90 or above, so they're always going to be silver. Guys who are almost Hall of Famers but not quite. Guys like who's not in the Hall of Fame? Oh well, let's say Zach Thomas before a couple years ago. If I had Zach Thomas in this game, he would have been an 89, and so he would have been a bronze star. But so there are certain guys who are 85 to 89. Those are guys who are near Hall of Famers but not quite. And then 90 are Hall of Famers. Elite Hall of Famers are 95 plus. That's gold star. So that's like, guys who are Alan Page, an Alan Page guy, ratings clone. He would be a 95. Or an Aaron Donald, 95. I think the highest guy, I said this before, is in this game is Haben, Theodore Haben. Or maybe it's not Haben, maybe it's Alvizio. One of those guys is a 98 because, like, best football player ever, type of level. Jerry Rice is definitely on that level. Maybe Ed Reed. Alvizio's a clone of Ed Reed. Man, that guy Con Cephas is just so tough to defend. Like, what do I do here? He's so good at seeing the middle. And that's hard. Playing against this guy really is tough because these guys who can make quicker decisions. And that is one thing, man. I wish that there was more of a gradual roll-off. Guys who are really, really good are just that you have to get, in order to get guys performing at high level, you have to push them up into the upper register, up in the upper 90s, really, well, 90s and upper, all the way across the board, including their soft traits. And that's why I wish the game was a little bit more, it feels like it got kind of compressed into an upper register thing. Like in the past, I would prefer it if the performance at 97 was overpowered. Because then you could back everything down, and there would maybe be one guy who is in that level. But in this level, it's almost like everything gets guys below 89 just aren't, they're not that impressive. And I wish it was a little bit more spread out across the spectrum. The thing is, like, if you've got a guy, by the way, who's a 20 IQ or, even below 70, They just don't perform very well. The soft traits are really, really, really even more so compressed. So that's why you end up having to adjust so much across the board when you're trying to get better performance and more realistic. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. More realistic gameplay look. This is close. I would like to say that the new Rush roster is even closer. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I know it's fun to watch. This one's pretty fun too, but I just think I think maybe it'll be better with the new Rush roster. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be terrible. I don't know. But life is about risk, and this is about as low stakes a risk as I could ever make. So don't care. The other thing, by the way, I just want to point this out. This right here. Look at where the center goes. These guys get so... There's no push. No push. Across the board, no push. No push. Even against the linebacker, no push. Doing this to where... And then watching Henry King come up and just sort of run into the back of his blocker without trying to at least take this crease right here. This little crease right here. That is peak frustration for me. That's just infuriating. The other thing is, why is my QB running back into him to impede his route? What's going on here? What is that? Why are you doing that, stupid? That's the kind of thing that could be cleaned up in this game. And it's sad. I think Havo's just burnt out on it. Is my guess. The developer. I think he just doesn't want to do it anymore. And I get it. He spent a lot of time on it, and it didn't make him the return that he was hoping. That's too bad. I feel for him. It's just that... Oh, I wish you guys would block. What's going on here? Like, where are we at here? That's the safety coming down. He's just that fast. Yeah. And then all my guys lose. Ugh. I mean, he gets popped off by it. But then here again, you got my right tackle against their inside linebacker. But their inside linebacker is ridiculous. He's a Hall of Famer. So, just going to be a tough sledding for the Bandits today. Tough sledding for the Bandits. Let's go shotgun. No. Yeah, let's see if we can hit somebody off the cross. This little concept over here to the left, little crisscross pattern, it can sometimes catch those guys in a rub, and you can get an open man. Yep. Just like that. That's one thing, man. Lindo is such a good quarterback. He's able to see that, and because he likes Addis, I don't know what it is in his ratings. The depth chart. You know, he's got all this here. He's 44 years old and he's still got 80 speed. That's kind of weird, but you know. Okay, so he doesn't have a great deal of loyalty, and he's got a lot of leadership. He's not greedy. He's very intelligent, pretty intelligent. So I think just that combination of ratings somehow, he looks for Addis a lot because Addis is fast and Addis is also very skilled. I don't know what it is, because Addis isn't the best receiver on the... Perrault is actually the best receiver overall. It's weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, man. Threw it right at Moses Osterkamp. That was not your finest decision, sir. Not the best thing I've seen you do. Let's do a cone throw out. We gonna do a motion? Nope. I'm just gonna throw the ball. Throw the ball. Good boy. Good man. Oh, look at that though. That's why you throw the ball at Addis. He's hard to tackle. He is hard to tackle. Nice little toss out. Good job. Lindo got that one. Let's go to shotgun trips now. I want to throw a tight end screen. That would be hilarious. No, let's throw seam fade. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna see how far I can get in the playoffs. Coach mode, by the way, with this team, with this setup, has been really fun. I just want to say that. In the past, Coach Mode was kind of in a mixed bag. You'd see all kinds of weirdness. But we've seen enough improvement, I think, in this game, in the engine, in the decisions, in the, I don't know, whatever the logic behind the game is. Ran right into an outside linebacker blitz. That was crazy. That was maybe I'm just going to try to keep him in the pocket for a second. Let's go pistol. I'm just going to have him throw the out. Hopefully he throws this in time. We'll see. You never know. This is a tough one. He gets sacked a lot. And on third down, they usually try to come with a pretty strong rush. Oh, he missed that pass. That was a potential first down too. I got to try for a field goal here, which I'm not happy about. My kicker's not very good, or at least I don't know what he's got, a 9 mile per. I give this a 40% chance of going through. Yeah, it didn't go through. It never does. I hate this game. So let's see here. Formation. These guys are so good on the outside. Let's see here. What do they got? Yeah. 93 and 95 speed. I don't think I've got anybody who can keep up with them, do I? Yeah, I got a 95 in Addison. He's on the right. So, Satya. I wonder if I should switch places with them. Look at how happy all my cornerbacks are. That's good to see. And then, should I put Siachi in the slot? Yeah. Yeah. Addison's not as skilled though. This is intelligence. Yeah. He's an 84. I'll try it for a minute. I'll try it for a series. I'll see what happens this series. Try to run some zone. Hopefully Ingram does well. Nope. Oh. Okay, well that one okay. That one okay. Nickel again. Don't want to put anybody in. It's hard to trust these guys in man defense against that kind of speed. But I'm gonna go burn. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to blitz up the middle, and we're gonna see if we blitz those B gaps. Oh boy, nice job, guys. See, Cisco Siachi. Now that's a nice thing. This guy, I think that's him. Yep. Yep, he's strong. He's strong. I think he's my strongest cornerback. And he just made a good move there. Took the block out, and then he was in position to make that tackle. So that's good. That's good. And if he's upset about losing his starting spot for now, it's not, it's not permanent. It's just because we need somebody. Oh, blitz up the middle. Not a blitz. That was just a pass blocking win. Flanders. That's Ezekiel Flanders. Anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. See what happens here. But yeah, man, starting a new season with a new team, getting hired on to. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see how it works. I think I might still try to maintain the Waldport team in College Bowl because I just like that pipeline of talent to develop. I don't know. Could change that too, though. I could do it. I don't know. I don't want to do this. Do I? Yeah, okay. We're gonna run Shake Mills. We got a Shake on one side. I got a Mills on the other. Throw the ball. Oh, Lindo. You can't hold the ball that long, buddy. You can't do it. It doesn't make sense. Let's go empty. I think I'm putting too much pressure on him too. I'm not running the ball enough, but that's because for whatever reason. By the way, this has been infuriating to me. If you've been keeping up with the season at all, if you've watched any of it, I cannot run the football. I don't know what it is about my offensive line, but like running, oh, that was a bad throw. I cannot I cannot run the football at all. It's terrible. It's really bad. And so I don't know what to do. I can't run. I get sacked way too much when I drop back to throw. And it's been tough. I throw screens a lot as a result of that. I'm going to have to do some running back screens here on the next series. But yeah, it's just crazy. Good tackle there by Tava Addison. What a great pickup he's been. Great looking rookie. Yeah, no complaints on him. That's the other cool thing, man. You know, you can take a guy from college. You watch a guy through college, you watch how he plays, you kind of keep track of the league leaders and the way that these guys are performing in college. Then you can actually draft them in G League and watch them grow as players in the pros. It's really interesting. This game does that in ways that other games do not. Madden doesn't have that. And Madden, by the way, I don't know if they will ever have it. The NFL is so tight. Even with you look at the NCAA 25 and stuff like that, the way they do that, it's not the same. You can't customize guys the way that you can in Legend Bowl. It's really, I don't know, it's really something. They're so tight with it, the way with their marketing and their brand. Anytime you get locked into a brand like that, it really does hurt your ability to be creative, because now it's all about how people perceive them. It's not about what you can do with the game. It's also about, you know, well, yeah, you can do that with the game, but what's that going to make us look like? I'm going to run sashimi here, see if I can get a wide receiver screen to work. And that's harmful. I think that's actually harmful to games in general, board games, video games, any kind of game. And then it's also harmful to just general creativity, just imagination and fun. It damages the game aspect. And that's too bad, because it's happening more and more. Everything is becoming a franchise. Everything is owned by a company that's, you know, has very particular ideas on how it should look. And when you get that, you get homogeny. And that's okay, you know, I mean, it standardizes certain things. It's good for some things, but in terms of video games, I don't think it really helps a lot in the long run. It doesn't help much of anything. So, I think football-wise, I think you can do a lot more in an indie game than you can in an NFL licensed game. Throw the ball. Yes, good. Good job. Way to hit King. Good job. Nice throw, Lindo. He's thrown for 95 yards already. That's crazy. Like I said, I'm putting too much on him. It's not a nice thing to do to a 44-year-old quarterback. But he's just as skilled. He's got the arm strength still. Bro, what are you doing? This is why I'm not getting rush yards. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Where are you going? Where are you going? You got this guy all the way up here. 46 is obviously going to pick this dude up. What are you doing back here? And Henry, why aren't you going inside it instead of running it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Also, you're like ridiculous level strength. You can't break a cornerback tackle? What is happening? This used to be a real team. This used to be a football team. Ugh. You know, when you guys lay on the ground like that, it doesn't help you block. It makes your blocks worse. And I don't know if I haven't stressed that enough to you. I just chose the wrong play. Is it worth calling a timeout at this point? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the second. Yeah, I'm going to call a timeout. That was stupid. Jokers. I'm going halfback screen here. Going to see if I can maybe draw them in, toss the ball out, and maybe Henry King can get some yards. But he'll probably just hold on to the ball too long and then get sacked. Oh no, Henry King's going now. Look at this. Oof, still got tackled, but hey, we got some yardage on that play, man. That's what we want. 27 yards on that play. That was cool. I'm gonna run another play out of Jokers. I'm gonna run another play out of here. See what happens. Dropping back, throw the ball. Yeah, good job. Way to get it to Kits. That's great. That's great. Second one. Run another play out of jokers. Gonna run Mark inside zone. Still got 2 more timeouts. We could potentially get at least a field goal before this thing's over. Oh, no. Okay. Gonna go formation Mary. Let's go fullback dive. See if we can get anything here. I should have chosen screen again, but whatever. That's life. Oh, we got the first down. What? What? Okay. I got 1 more timeout. Alright, no, I'm not doing a field goal here. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I'm going push QB. This is going to be dicey because I got a guy in the middle. Sometimes he doesn't get the yardage he needs on these because of that. Yes, we got it. Alright, we got it. So now, click, click, and jack pivot over. We got 1 more timeout still, so we've got maybe 2 more plays that we can run. Oh, that just about takes us out of field goal range. That's exactly what I'm worried about. Like, every time I get close, they just smack me. Pistol, out, 13, 12. Just hit a pass, dude. Just hit 1 pass, and I can call a timeout. Ugh. 3rd and 18 on 35. I'm not going to make a field goal from here. I just know that. I just know it. So I'm going to throw this. I might be able to call a timeout if I need. If I get any yardage, I might have time for that. Okay. Stop the clock with 3 seconds left. This is potentially makeable. I'm going to try the field goal. Try the field goal. It's a 42-yarder. We got it. We got it. Whew. Whew. 14 plays, 63 yards. That feels like NFL football right there. That feels like pros. 138 yards there, 64. We're doing good. We're doing good. This is crazy because, like I said before, I actually lost this game when I lost the recording. Let's check this out. Kick right. And he doesn't kick. That's another thing. It's weird. If you choose kick right or kick left, oftentimes he'll kick the opposite direction. I think there's something in the sliders. I think I need to check my sliders because my kicker's not some miserable. I mean, he's like got a star. He's 85 or plus. It shouldn't be that bad. Good job, King Cassell. Oh no. He broke his hand. You know, King Cassell has been an absolute menace, but he keeps getting injured now, and that's no good for him. It's no good for me. He's a valuable member of the team, to say the least. Oof. These guys drafted Fidel Pagan, and he's pretty good, but he's pretty good. But he's not very fast. He's very skilled. Should I go first smoke? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Call the blitz. Call the blitz with my slot corner. Ooh, they almost had that. They almost beat me on that one. Whew. Thank goodness for that 10-mile-per-hour side wind. And got the ball to Wheeler. Wheeler's bringing it back. Not a bad little return. 11 yards. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do I form strong. Let's call a sweep here. First down. I'm going to call a sweep. Against 5-2, this sometimes works. It can sometimes work. Because Just depends on how... Oh, once again. Once again, what is this? Bro, what are you on? What are you doing? I don't get it. I just don't. I do not get it. Like, our guys can't block. They cannot block anybody to save their lives. Once again, what is that? Look at this. Just absolutely destroyed directly up the middle. No reason. No reason for that. I have no plays for this. I have no... Let's do this. But the problem is that these are long developing routes, so the chances of him getting sacked are greater than him actually making a completion here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could have been a pick. What a miserable drive. Absolute disaster. Absolute. After a nice little, you know, difficult but manageable drive before halftime, we come out with that. I'm displeased. I am displeased. I am nonplussed. Annoyed, even. Oh, this is a fun setup. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna run. Yep. Snap. We don't have the guys. We don't have the strength up front to stop that. That's terrific. And that's what you get for calling dime. But I have to. These guys, their outside receivers are so fast that I can't let them just move like that. Good job, guys. Good job. Nice deflection. Flea bites. Let's run. This is a double cornerback blitz. Got him. Got him. Nice job. Tava Addison on the outside. Bringing it in. Bringing it in. So now we got the ball on about the 16. Oh, the 13. Okay. I don't even know what to do here. I'm going to go I-form power is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to run this football. Let's go split inside zone. And we're going to see if we can block this thing out. Ugh. Good grief, man. What do you, like, what is this? Why is this so difficult for you to just block? I don't like it. I'm really upset right now. Let's try sweep to the other side. Genuinely have no idea what to do here. Haven't been able to pass well. Can't run the ball to save my life. So what am I supposed to do? 3rd and 9. That's where I live now. 3rd and 9 is my state of being. It's who I am. As a human, it's who I am. I am 3rd and 9. There's a completion. There's a completion. I should punt. I'm gonna punt. I wanted so badly to go for it, but I just know I should punt because this game will punish you for going for it on 4th down. And every now and then it'll work out just fine. You'll be like, haha, and then it fools you into thinking you can do it again. But no, when you're in coach mode, I just have to play the percentages. House always wins. So remember that. That's true in Legend Bowl. The house always wins. Ooh. Zeke Flanders showing up big time. Look at that. I've got two great defensive tackles. Lamar Adolphus, Ezekiel Flanders. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Not getting many yards there, are you? So now it's 3rd and 12. Actually, I'm going to go dollar. No, I'm going to quarter. Server shock. Server shock. Get enough guys in coverage. Oh boy. Whew. Kanan Cephas, man. That's, yeah. That's that. Man. He made that play. Guy's in his face, too. Like, he sees the open man. He's really good at that. Oh. Oof. Fremen just blowing things up. Just like, I can out-tank you. Don't like the look of this setup. Okay, this is a little better, but yeah, good. Lamar Adolphus. That's why you have a Hall of Famer in the center there. That's why you have that guy right there. Do I want to go flea bites again? No, let's go tick feed. I have a feeling they're gonna try. They're gonna try and do a. The other thing I'm gonna do, by the way, yeah, good. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to revamp the playbook. I'm gonna try and before next season, before I start it, I'm just gonna revamp the whole playbook. I've been thinking about that. Not necessarily because it needs to be, although there's some things that I do think it could be better, it could be fixed. But really because I'm bored. Because I get bored. I just don't know what to do with myself. And so I have to revamp a playbook. It's a disease is what it is. That was terrible. Henry King has rushed. Look at this, guys. Look at Henry King. Like, look at this. This guy, 93 speed, 90 strength, 92. Like, how is he being held to this kind of production week in and week out? This is not, by the way, this is not a situation where Henry King is like, this is an anomaly. This has been happening all season long, and I am so sick of it. I'm just sick of it, and I don't get why it's happening. It's the weirdest thing. It could be my play calling, but I mean, certain setups, like I look at it and I'm like, no, this should result in yards, and it doesn't. Too many guys miss blocks, too many guys, and my offensive line is pretty good. I don't understand why they would be so deficient. But they are. But they are. They really are. And not just a little, like, it's a lot of deficiency. It's a sad amount of deficiency. I'm going to be an idiot and try the screen pass out of wing T to the weak side. Just throw the ball. This is what I mean. It punishes you. It punishes you. This right here, he should be throwing the ball right now. Should be throwing the ball right now. Look at this out here. Look at what we're looking at right here. This is insane. This is insane things happening. This should not be happening like this. It's crazy to me. And that's the thing that, like, if I were to stick with the Bandits for next year, I would definitely be quarterback shopping and offensive line shopping. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to win the Legend Bowl this year. I can tell you that right now. Like, a lot of coaches, they're worried about morale and all that stuff. And I'm a little worried about morale, but I do think that there's no reason for me to expect to win the Legend Bowl. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it. Not the way we're playing. We have no running game. We have no running game. We barely have a passing game. It's inconsistent. It's inconsistent at best. But that's passing. Like, when you can't run, the passing game just sort of defaults to inconsistency. because you have nothing to keep the safeties away from the line of scrimmage. And if you're constantly allowing guys to sack you, they're just going to pin their ears back and rush up the field and take the chance that, yeah, maybe you'll get a big play now and then, but they'll get the yardage back in sacks eventually. Or your QB will panic, throw the ball early, and get a pick. That's just kind of where we've been. And we're still winning. Like, we are winning games, but it's not... It doesn't feel like it. Whatever I'm doing, whatever this is right now, it doesn't feel like winning, no matter what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. It feels like failure. Yeah, 4 yards. Finally. Huzzah? What am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to cheer? Not cheering. Not for that. It's 4 yards. That and $3 will get you a cup of coffee. Oh, anyway. What kind of hideous... Yeah, okay. 1 yard. 1 yard. The other thing, by the way, that I think could be cleaned up in this game is ball placement at the end of a play. Sometimes it really doesn't seem like where he ended up is where the ball ended up after the play was over. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being an unnecessary complainer. Maybe I'm being a Willy whiner. But I sometimes disagree with things. There we go. Hit Lepa-Perrault on the slant. Yeah, Lepa-Perrault. That's a flat out. Somebody just went full on French with their name right there. I have no idea what's about to happen. Should have guessed that, actually. You know, the only reason I have no idea what's going to happen is because I'm an idiot. Obviously, he was going to get sacked. I don't know what else could have happened. Maybe a comet will strike the earth. That could happen. No, he'll get sacked. So tired of this. I'm tired of this. This is exhausting. If I were a real coach, I wouldn't even have a clipboard anymore, because it would be embedded in one of these guys' heads. Yeah, why not throw it right at a defender? That makes perfect sense. Punt time. It's punt time. We're punting. Problem with this, by the way, the biggest issue I have is that it's only a matter of time before one of those receivers gets loose. Tulin or the other guy, it's only a matter of time. Truly. I can feel it. I can feel it. And when that happens, you know, they're going to score TD and it's basically game over. But, because I can't score. I think we've seen that. I have no offense. None. And it's very strange. I should have offense. Look at, I've got a Hall of Fame quarterback. I've got a Hall of Fame wide receiver. I've got all these guys. Oh, there we go. Sure. Just let them run up the middle. That's the problem with nickel defense. Every now and then they'll just overload you. Come at you. And what are they in? 3 running back, 2 tight end. Okay. I'm going to go 4-4. I don't know if it's, here's the thing though. I do this. I'm taking some of my better players off the field when I do. It's not always the best way to do it. Okay, but they were running. That's good. Also, sometimes if they're in flex bone, it can be really tough, because sometimes they'll just suddenly throw the ball deep on you on some sort of they'll throw the ball on you some running back streak, and then it's nothing. All right, what do we got here? Boot. Yeah, okay. Okay. Missed the tackle. That's just terrific. Thank you. It's what I needed to, sometimes I get to feeling like maybe things are going too well. I don't feel that way now. I have completely absolved myself of those feelings, and I appreciate it. I was feeling hopeful. You destroyed it. I'm back to reality. Sweet, sweet suffering. Okay, what are we doing now? Oh, good job, buddy. Good job. Was that DC Flynn? Was that DC? Yeah, I think it was. That was 50 Cent. Yep. Such a great pickup. That guy's going to be, he's going to be a great pickup for the Bandits for many years to come. I love it. I love it. It's guys like that. And that is funny. You know, it's a weird thing in this game, but sometimes some of these guys, they make you feel like you don't want to leave. You know, and thinking about going to another team, I understand how coaches feel a little bit now. I mean, nowhere near the same level. Not even, these aren't real people. But when you've got a great player and you've watched him play, you're like, I drafted that guy and he's developing. Yes, that's him. That's him. DC Flynn. He makes me not want to leave. But once again, I feel like it's just a false sense of hope because we're going to come back out here. And I got to tell you, we're going to do nothing with this opportunity. I don't want to tip my hand too much, but this is going to go poorly and sadly. So, oh yeah, I just called a screen to the side of the field they've loaded up to. That's amazing. I'm amazing. Oh, but he got it. And he got outside for 5 yards. Nice job, buddy. 1 minute, 50 seconds left. All I need to do is get into field goal range. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I need. Just field goal range. I don't need to be the best or the brightest. I don't need to make the touchdowns. I just need to get to a place where, yeah. So as I was saying, we will do nothing with this opportunity. Zero things with this opportunity. Throw the ball. Okay. I got a punt. Yeah, I got a punt. We're going to try to put this in overtime? I don't know. Okay. Minute left. Go Cheetah. Oh boy. What are we going to do here? Good job. Good job. Oh, they called timeout. Okay. Let's go dime here. Locust fly? Could it work? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and live with the consequences. I probably won't live with the consequences. I'll probably just rage quit. Alright, Tipton's, what is it now? 3rd and 12? No, actually isn't. It's not a bad defense for the screens, actually. Just looking at it. Now I'm going flea bites. Flea bites is good for, well, it might be good for this, but I don't know. Yeah, good. 4th down. And that stops the clock with 50 seconds left. If I get a decent punt return here, we might be in business. We might have business to do. Wow. Man. You got fully a hold of that one. Alright. 41 seconds left. Shotgun trips. So I'm going to go spear tight end screen. I'm going to try a tight end screen. Oh, there we go. That's terrific. Not at all what I wanted. And didn't motion him into diamond formation. And that's also a thing that always happens. Like when you have the right defense for the play you called, you can't guarantee that your QB is going to be the genius he's supposed to be and make the movement. There you go, Wicks. Okay. Yeah, keep marching down the field. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. We're marching down the field. Shotgun stack. Udon. I got 2 timeouts. Got maybe 2 more plays here. See if we can make something happen. Oh, Sever got it. What a play. What a play. Wow, what a throw. That was incredible. What in the world? That was amazing. We're down at the 25-yard line. We're looking at, if this goes well, we're looking at maybe a 42-yard field goal. Throw the ball. Yes! Perron! Lupe Perron! I love it. This is incredible. This is incredible. This is why this game's amazing. This is why Legend Bowl is amazing. Look at this. Special teams. I'm going for the field goal right now. I don't know if this is going to work out, but I don't have any timeouts. Don't want to trust it. I'm just going to try for the field goal. Hope we make it. And hope we can go home winners of this game. Insane. Insane. This is Legend Bowl. Insane. Man, that was nuts. Just tackle this guy. That's all you got to do, guys. Just tackle this guy. Good job. Game over. Time expired. Absolutely ghastly defensive battle. We gained 1 yard rushing. 226 passing. This was just a disaster really for me. At no point could this be considered a good game. Yeah, DeSanto was all over the place. 14 tackles. That's nuts. And then over here, you got Lindo. I mean, he 66%, but no TDs. Cephas threw a pick. Not much going on anywhere. And yet, here we are. So, yeah, won that game somehow. Look at all the sacks they had. They sacked me 6 times. That's nuts. But we had 1 pick. We got TC Flynn with the pick. So, that's that. We're going to quit out of there. Go back. Check the league. Simulate the week. And we're going to see what kind of stats we're at now. He's 23-7. 65%. 3,086. This guy, I mean, just look at that. 2 yards per carry on the year. And it's not his fault. I don't know what to do with that. Addis, great receiver. Second year. Have a lot of second year receivers and tight ends who are just great. I'm going to have to do something about my offensive line and my running game. Cassell, awesome. Wheeler, great rookie. So we'll see what's going on from here. And we're going to save the franchise. And come back for the last week of the regular season.